Hey, it's been a while. I got a video request from my good buddy Vlad, aka Vampire Stepdad, to chat a little bit about the Streets music video and the process, and whether or not I had ever done anything quite like that before. So, I thought I would share some insight for everybody who is, or who may be wondering the same questions. So I'll just kind of go down the list of his questions, and if you have any other questions for me, please comment and ask, and I'd be happy to answer them for you. So, have I done acting before? Is the first question. The answer is yes. I acted a lot, actually. To be fair, it's been a hot minute. It's been about 20 years? No. Well, almost. It's been, 15, 16 years since I did any real acting. But as a kid and as a teen in high school, etc., I did a shit ton of musical theater, and I did a ton of dramatic plays as well. So, nothing in the professional capacity, but memorized a lot of lines and got on stage and had some pretty big parts, so that was fun. And I do really love acting. It's something that I always thought I wanted to do. Music took precedence because that was something I wanted to do more. So acting is kind of this fun little thing that I get to do every once in a while, and I love when that happens. His next question, Oh, okay, I'm reading it over here. If I look glazed. He's asking about my pole dancing and if it was inspired by this film or came about because of it. Yeah, so good question, Vlad. It's kind of a funny thing. The first draft of this script for Streets had my character doing a pole dance routine in the club. And at that point in time, I had never tried pole dancing in my life. It was completely new to me. And after reading the script, I was like, well, shit, I have to figure out how to pole dance. Because I don't want to look like a complete noob. I want to actually resemble somebody who knows what they're doing. So I started taking pole, and I crammed in what should have been a month-long series into 2 weeks because we were shooting the video in 2 weeks' time, just about, and yeah, it wouldn't have flown at that point. So the script ended up going through many revisions after the pole dancing scene, and the whole dancing thing was cut. It didn't make sense for my character, and yeah, but clearly I continued taking pole because I discovered that it is the most amazing, fun, sexy workout that I've ever tried, and I'm in love with it now. It's just like the best body confidence boost. It's a great way for me to express my sexuality and my love of synthwave, and yeah, it makes me buff. I mean, there's no downside really, other than the price, but totally worth it. Yeah, so I've only been taking pole for about 5 months. I just wrapped the 5th month, or the 5th class series, and there is a new routine every month. I just started my 6th month, and I went up to pole level 2, which kicked my butt. I've only had 1 class so far, and it's quite a bit harder. The moves are insane. Usually we do a move, and then walk, and then in your own time you do another move, and then you walk. But this one, it's move after move after move after move, and they just kind of flow into one another with no walking downtime or moments to think about setting up for the next move. But hopefully I'll get it. We'll see. Okay, so next question. Sorry, I kind of went on a tangent there. Coincidence. No, poll wasn't a coincidence. It was kickstarted by this film, this short film, short, whatever you want to call it. Short film, music video. It's a music video and a short film. Yeah, so it was jump-started by that, and I kept doing it because it was really, really fun. How involved was I in the creative process for the story/film? How involved? Both Chad, Moonrunner, and I were super, super involved with the entire process. We went on Google Hangouts chats every Sunday, sometimes for 2-3 hours chatting with the two guys that comprised the core of the film team, Joel and Clay. They are fucking rock stars, and if you ever get a chance to work with them, please do. Clearly their work speaks for itself, and they're super passionate. Yeah, it was really fun to sort of go from nothing to this crazy concept and this world. Yeah, those two guys kind of came at the story and the script based on just how they felt about the song, and Chad and I, offered suggestions, and we kind of went back and forth on the script and figuring out what we were actually going to be able to shoot and what made sense. And it's not perfect, but we came up with a pretty interesting idea, and the execution of it, thanks to those two, turned out incredibly well, and we love how it came out. It's like if I had pictured what I wanted this music video to be in an ideal world, it would be this. So I'm super, super grateful. Yeah, so it was just a lot of back and forth, a lot of hangouts time, a lot of discussing costume ideas, a lot of me sending pictures of myself in less and less clothing options for the lap dance sequence that happens in the film. That was the very first thing we shot too. So it was like, welcome to Canada! Now get naked. Yeah, I thought I'd be way more nervous about that part, but honestly, like as soon as Joel said action, it was just like, boom. Game face. No giggling. I thought that would be a problem, but both Troy and I, Troy is the guy who plays the security guard that I wiggle upon. Yeah, he was a consummate professional as well, so we got kind of all of our giggles out pre and post scene. There's a lot of us just dicking around, the whole crew, in between set building and takes, and it was a rollicking good time, and I hope that I get to do it again someday, because honestly, it was the most fun I've ever had. Like, hands down, most fun. It was also the most exhausting. Most of these scenes that we shot, we started shooting at about 9-10 p.m. and went until about 6 or 7 in the morning. And I ended up in the majority of the film. I think have the most screen time of anybody. It would be like, 4 a.m. and, okay, everybody go home. Not you, Megan. You have 3 more hours. Oh, man. Yeah, that was a solid week of sleep deprivation. And I have a coffee allergy, so I could not caffeinate in that way. Yeah. But anyway, adrenaline, right? Woo! And green tea. So, I hope that kind of answers your questions, Vlad. Even though I did a very long-winded explanation of some of these things and probably told you more than you wanted to know. Anyway, I hope you have a wonderful day. Any of you who are watching this, you are awesome. And yeah, if you like this video, tell me. I will do more of them. I will do more explanations and, yeah, ask me things. I'm here, so take advantage of that.